Oh my, did I text you?
No, you texted the group with Peter.
We got upgraded to first class.
Oh yeah. No, you did text me that.
Yeah.
I saw the picture that you're about to show me. Yeah.
It was
Oh my gosh.
it was so, I mean, it was very luxurious and totally unexpected. So
You're still wearing headgear like nobody's business, you know? Like,
no, I had a double mask on and a face shield and headphones and then I was watching Bob Ross, The Magic of Painting. So
I watched High Fidelity. Have you ever seen that?
No, I heard that it was only fine.
High Fidelity with
was-
John Cusack.
This was
No,
with
with-
Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah. It's
What
the
am I
same kind of
thinking of?
vibe, but it's Zoe Kravitz.
What
It's,
am I thinking of?
you're thinking of the movie
Oh,
but then they made it Zoe Kravitz instead of John Cusack. And then what else did I say? See, Rami.
Oh, I've seen the first couple episodes of that. I liked it a lot.
I liked it a lot. They only let me see 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I loved how truthful, how raw. Like I love his friendship with the guy who's really severely disabled.
Yeah.
It was just so cool. I felt like they just went in your face about everything.
Yeah. No, it's good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
He won an Emmy.
Oh, did he?
I think it was an Emmy, yeah, for season 1. And he was like the first, like last year, not this Emmys, but the last Emmys. And he was like the first category and he went up and like, this is the reason I watched the shows. He went up and he was like, none of you guys, like, he was like, thank you guys so much. I know that none of you have watched my show. You don't have to pretend. Like, thank you. He was
No,
very
that's
funny.
how he's so real. I love his friends. I love how I
Yeah.
just think every single one of them is such good characters.
Yeah.
And just I thought it was just like I said, I loved the truth in your face, funny and painful at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched Queen's Gambit, by the way.
You did?
Yeah, I watched it in like one night. It was so
Right.
good.
That
Did
is
you
so
like it?
good.
Yeah, I loved it. It was so
Like
good.
sad that it's over. Like
Yeah, I know.
what is gonna fill that void
Okay.
is kind of like
I'll
it-
watch
yeah. That's
Yeah.
how I felt like, oh my God, I just couldn't stop.
yes, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
We're
Yeah.
Have you seen The
Manhattan.
Undoing?
Mm-mm.
That's another one.
We-
That's another one. I liked it more than
No, I know.
your dad did, but it's on HBO with Nicole
Yes, they
Kidman.
do.
Oh, I've heard of it. I heard
Yeah.
that it was kind of like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I read someone was
fantastic. Actually, it's 5 stories.
talking about it and was sort of like,
Um,
didn't feel good about, I can't remember, but basically like didn't feel good about the like
so
how the like portrayal or like
We're not
use of the like
upgraded. to
person
first
who
Yeah.
was,
class.
it was like a mystery, right?
Yeah.
We got
Well,
Well,
upgraded.
you
first
really
class.
do in the beginning, you really are like questioning who did it,
Not yet.
you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fill out. You fill out a form,
And that
they
part,
basically-
like the first four
I think they
or
basically
5
can track you
episodes,
down.
I was like, oh my
So-
God, oh my God, maybe she did, maybe he did.
Anyhow.
Mhm. Yeah.
You
Is your
know,
computer up?
Maybe
yet?
it was Mrs. Whatever with the like
Yeah.
cloak and the, but so, and I
Yeah.
like that feeling of like trying to figure it out. But
Yeah. I think I'm gonna watch Godless next on Netflix, which is by the same guy that did Queen's Gambit.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Godless. I also heard Miracle Workers with Steve Buscemi on
Oh,
HBO.
that one looks so funny. Doesn't that also have I
Yeah,
think it also has Daniel Radcliffe in it.
Yes,
That's
Daniel
you,
Radcliffe.
actually.
Yeah, Jake told me it's hilarious, and he was like,
Well, it's
"Okay,
your
wait until
perception.
you see how they talk about God. Like God doesn't know, you know? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So, all right, you're saying Godless, Miracle Workers, and then he also
I
we
saw a
started
picture.
watching. It's a docu-series about this murder.
Fred
It's
sent me
called Murder in Middle Beach.
Oh, is that?
Awesome.
Yep.
I've heard of it, but I don't watch too many
Down
like
at the bottom of
mysteries.
it, it should go
Yeah.
to the bottom. There should be a thing
No,
that says
so Miracle Workers.
Jamie.
Well, I don't normally like those kind of things
Uh-huh.
either. But the undoing was, since it was David
Go to
Kelly,
family,
was very well done. It was just like, it
and then go to
totally
the very
surprised
bottom, and
me.
there should be something from
Mhm.
Jamie at 8:23 PM, or maybe it says 11:23. And then it says, it says HTTPS Zoom or US02 web or something.
Did you tell your siblings?
Yeah.
No? And your siblings, Sienna joined?
Yeah, Sienna's
Okay,
coming.
that's correct. That's fine. It was easy. We Yes, say launch meeting. Say, does it say use your Yes, okay.
Oh, did you check out either of those books?
No, not yet. No. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot that you. Honestly, that day was such a blur. I forgot that anything happened.
Yes, I
I'm
saw a
so
picture.
impressed with you guys. Like, that's amazing. What time did you wake up and hit the road?
We left our apartment at around 7:25-ish, and then went to pick up our friend Henry who drove with us.
Uh-huh.
So we left
Is that
Portland around
anything there
7:40.
on your computer?
And you landed around what time?
Oh,
Around 10. So I guess, we could always like leave
Fred
at
is
8
here.
or 8:30. Hello, Fred.
Hey, Fred.
It's not connected to the audio yet. Oh, hello. But yeah, a long day of driving, but it was good.
Sienna's here. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. We're trying to get Grandma on board here.
Sure.
Good luck. Thanks for the presents, guys. We just got your package,
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Okay.
Okay.
and we got your package earlier.
Oh, here it is. Thelma Dixon. Hold on.
95 or 96?
And
5.
5? Okay.
There you go. You got something covering your. Yeah, Mom, you have something covering your camera. Yes, that's better.
Oh, and
That-
it's not your finger.
You can hang your phone up. Bye.
She's not connected to the audio yet, Dad.
Yeah, she is. It's
Connecting.
just really quiet.
No. That was from
Still
her.
connecting to audio.
Oh, I see down there.
Oh,
Now she
Hi,
is.
Freddie.
hello. Yay. Okay.
Who is
Happy
the-
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mom.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a very happy day. Thank you.
She might not be able to make it.
And where's Lindsay?
She said that she may not be able to make it.
Hi, Raquel.
Hi.
I gotta
Who
show
else
you.
is here?
Okay, I'll show you guys a picture that Fred sent me. Whoops, just a second. Hold on. Fred Dixon.
Raquel and Sienna, today we spent the day walking along the path. Oh, yes. Where we walked when I was, I think 80. Wasn't that right, Jamie?
That
I mean,
was.
Fred?
Oh, sure.
Yep.
Oh, do I remember that?
I think when you were 80 though.
Raquel was pretty small and
Yeah.
Jamie carried her a large part of the way.
My recollection of that particular day was that it was very foggy,
I
It
think
was
I do
foggy.
remember.
and we
you
saw
lose
we saw
Grandpa?
newts.
You
Yes.
found a newt ball.
We had Coco with us, right?
We had probably had
We
Coco.
saw the location where the newts were.
Yeah,
But did we lose Grandpa that day? I felt like we
Pardon?
lost someone.
that was.
We lost.
Can I
I
turn
feel
up
like
the sound, Jamie?
Say it again.
Can I turn up the sound?
Yes, on your keyboard you have a sound on the upper right-hand corner of the keyboard.
Right
Upper
here.
right-hand corner.
Yeah. Oh, it's a little something. Let's see. Okay, I punch it. Say
Is it-
something.
Is it louder? Did
Louder.
it get louder? Did it get louder? Hello, hello, hello? No?
Say something.
Something,
It's not.
something, something.
Okay, I think I hear you a little better.
Okay, but you know where the volume is, right? In the upper right-hand corner? It's a speaker shape that has 3 lines coming out of it. The upper right-hand corner of your keyboard.
Yes, that's what I'm punching.
And do you see anything on your screen?
Your screen should be showing you.
Okay. Is it the
Louder.
very? Oh,
Louder, louder.
don't shout.
Well, I am
There you
talking
go.
just like I was.
Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you.
So I was going to say something super clever. You okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just tired.
Yeah.
don't blame
Cheryl's been going she's been going like a maniac for. So look at this place we're staying. This is one of 5 floors.
Whoa.
What are each of the floors for?
The top is an office and a bedroom and laundry. Then the next one is where we're staying, I think,
There's
another
a
bedroom.
den and a bedroom, and then this is
Then this is the
living room,
main floor.
dining
Then
room,
down one is
an apartment.
with a pool table.
Yeah.
And then at the very bottom, on the very bottom is a gym and a wine cellar.
Oh, is that where you're staying?
That's, we have the whole place to ourselves.
What is
And we
this
have-
place?
It's on 120th and
I
something.
It's-
So
in Har-
is it like
Harlem?
yeah, the
Harlem,
address is
Manhattan.
irrelevant.
It's Harlem, Manhattan, and
Actually, the street, I didn't tell you the address, but the street is important locator in Manhattan, 120th and something.
But for me, it is not because I don't know anything about New York.
So it's.
I also said,
it's in-
what
it's in
is this
Harlem.
place?
We're about 10 blocks.
he wants to
north
know
of-
if it's an Airbnb or not?
I just like
Okay.
what? Tell me the situation.
Oh,
okay, the situation is, this is a gentleman and a woman that we work with who, his company invested in our company, and they have like 3 homes. And so
Oh,
this is
nice.
one of them,
they're from
and-
Brazil.
and they're in Brazil right now. So they said, stay at our place. And I was like, thank you so much.
Cool.
I have a friend who is going to be leaving her, and then they couldn't go because her family's from London, and they shut down the flights from New York to London. So she's like, no can do. So I was like, hey, looking for a place. I literally was like, help to anybody who has a place in New York.
Mhm.
So this
Cool.
was very fortunate.
Go check
Yes.
at the door.
Okay. Squeeze me.
Lucky you found the guy that has the 5-story
Yeah, no kidding.
120th Street.
Here, Raquel, I'll show you.
No one here.
Cool.
So we're about, now back to where we are. We're about 10 blocks north of Central Park
Nice.
and just about in the middle of Central Park in, east-west. And then,
Well, how do you get between the 5 floors? Is there an elevator?
well, that's another part of the workout process. It's stairs.
I know. I said, we'll get our steps in. That'll be
Yeah.
good.
No, there's no elevator.
Sienna, how are you?
I'm good. I have my last day of have my last day of work until January 4th. So I'm off for the next week and a half, which is
Yay.
very exciting.
No.
Yeah, baking I'm making some candy canes tonight. So
Awesome.
You're making candy canes?
The
Cookies.
tradition continues.
of
Yeah.
course. This is actually my second batch this December. I made a batch a couple weeks ago and realized I did not use salted butter, which is what my mother uses. It made
Yeah,
a
I
very
heard
big
they weren't as
difference.
good.
They were not as good. It made a very big difference. So I remedied that and made them again tonight. Or I am making the doughs chilling. But
Mom and I are gonna make them tomorrow because we're both really lazy and we keep putting it off one day.
Are you making the candy cane cookies, right?
What
of
else?
course,
Dad?
yes.
Oh, I'm confused because I just saw a whole thing about how they make the hard candy canes.
No.
You know, and it's with one of those taffy things that's like twisting the,
Oh, like the ribbon?
yeah, exactly. And then it's some guy twists it up basically and then does a little hook on them just as they're still hot.
But she's talking candy cane cookies.
No, I know, yes, I definitely know that.
Yes. No. So I'm making those, and then I'm making some shortbread, which is going to be part of Alex's
Hello.
dad's
Hi.
Christmas present.
Oh, he's here. Yeah, here we are.
So just
Somebody's
baking
coming
and
through the
then
door.
yes.
Fun. Well, we had a good walk with Grandma. We reminisced about you guys.
That's the first time we've ever used Uber Eats.
Oh, is that what Cheryl is doing?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like Uber Eats specifically or any food delivery service?
Uber Eats specifically.
Okay. Just like,
No, but I mean, we got here and there's a bunch of great restaurants. There's a bunch of like West African and Jamaican and other stuff like that here, but they're all closed. So we just thought, okay, well, we'll try Uber Eats and
Well, it's like almost midnight, so that's
no, I know. Well,
pretty reasonable.
but I mean, New
Yeah,
York, it
curfew.
used to be,
It's reasonable for the
used to be-
pandemic.
right, it used to be that you could go anywhere at 3 a.m. You could go get a slice of pizza or whatever. And, but nowadays, now it's all closes up pretty quickly. So
Is there a curfew?
New places that are open till 2 a.m.
we were not able to order birthday cake though, darn it, or birthday pie either.
too bad, too bad. Too bad.
How
But
did-
we had birthday pie that was super, super, super.
do you girls know what they had for lunch? They had,
yes.
She does because she called
all right,
Yeah.
Oh,
right at lunch.
Wait,
Yes,
I don't
we have to-
know. What did you have for lunch?
we had
Smokehouse.
hamburgers and milkshakes
Oh, lovely.
from
from
Smokehouse.
the
Smokehouse.
Smokehouse.
Yeah.
Oh,
which
very
is
nice.
nearby. The smokehouse had a fire, I guess it was a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, and it's been closed. And it's been redone now, refixed up kind of thing. And so Lindsay and Carolyn went to Smokehouse this morning and got what we had ordered, and it was good.
The shakes were good.
Yeah,
And-
they didn't mess anything up.
Okay, good.
I mean, they had done a very good job.
Go to McDonald's.
Oh, well, but we're talking smokehouse. We're not.
But they
talking-
I mean, we're just making sure. that
The
I'm-
Smokehouse is neighborly. I mean, it's in the neighborhood and a nice, well, it used to be super, super, and it's still good.
Yeah, I was very happy that they had managed not to screw it up. It's the same
Yeah.
family.
Yeah,
Well, that's good.
And tell them, Freddie, they don't know that that story.
What?
The spilt milkshake.
They probably heard it at some point.
Oh, maybe.
We'll tell it again.
We had just taken Dad down to the hospital and had to leave him there. So we were tired driving back home. And I say to Mom, hey, let's go to Smokehouse, knowing that she would love a chocolate milkshake. So we go and we get food and we pull in the driveway. And I think I have some of the food and Mom has her milkshake. and she gets out of the car and promptly trips and falls right on her face and spills the whole milkshake on the sidewalk and was devastated by the fact that the milkshake was there. And then the milkshake stain stayed on the sidewalk for like a month. It was like a crime scene.
Taunting now.
Walk outside and see it.
Hello.
Hi, Alex.
Hello, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hey,
What
nice
is on your
shirt.
sweater?
And happy
Oh,
birthday.
it's sloths. It's drinking.
I know,
sloths.
it's
I love
It's
that.
A
cool.
little like champagne.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, what
Oh
could
my
be more
gosh,
relaxing
wait,
than
will
a
you
shirt?
come closer? That's so cool. Awesome. Aw.
Very nice.
I
And
then-
honestly
No
need
better
that.
than a swamp.
I
Did
know,
you
but-
get that, Sienna?
Pardon?
Did you?
No, I wish. No, I have nowhere near those skills.
You were a good knitter.
Briefly, I don't know how much I've retained that.
Oh, you need to
I have
we
time,
can-
so I certainly should.
No, I'm dressed in very obnoxious Christmas clothes. I'm also wearing the amazing matching
We have
pajamas
matching pajama pants.
that
Right
Santa
on.
got us that have dinosaurs with Santa hats on.
Yeah,
Aw.
they're like
Awesome.
Yeah, no, we can see them.
Oh my gosh.
Those are cool.
That's
So I'm very obnoxious for Festivus.
yeah.
Well, I'm wearing a shirt with Watson on it right now.
Oh, that's I mean,
Oh, good.
Wow.
Aw.
So,
Aw.
that's just
it was a
fantastic.
birthday present from one of my friends a couple years ago.
I've got Cthulhu on my shirt.
Nice.
You know,
Not as cute as Watson, but
still
Nothing
fun.
is.
I mean, you know, Lovecraftian horrors are cute in their own way.
Exactly. This one, believe it or not, is AR enabled, if I could remember the app that runs it, but
I believe it. I don't think there's a believe it or not needed.
yeah.
it
But
it shows a clip from
But Watson's very cute
Of
and the
the Kraken.
pajamas, okay, that's just like it is. It's very obnoxious and freaking adorable, okay?
Yes. No,
Now, how did the computer know who is who? Their name and Raquel and Alex and Sienna and Fred?
It's because you have an account, Grandma.
Oh,
yeah, you can update your name.
So
no.
you tell
They
the computer who's who.
How do they know that it's Freddie? And how do they know that it's,
It
Because
reads
wrote
your
it
I
down.
feel like you
mind.
can update it.
we don't have Cheryl and Jamie, we have living pop-ups.
Because it's their account.
That's our account,
Your name is living pop-up.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can rename yourself.
Me?
That's too high tech, Santa.
Let's see what we do then, huh?
You
Like
know,
I don't even know how to do that.
a plain
And I've
old,
been
little
in
dot, dot, dot
Zoom
in the
University
corner.
for like a year.
Oh, rename.
that's
Cool.
a plain old name instead of something fancy.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Yeah.
I was gonna try and put a save that-
Okay.
Yeah, Raquel, the dot 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 in the corner, like when you hover over your picture.
Oh, that's a lot.
It is.
I try and learn as little about Zoom as I can just because I have to be on it all the time.
The renaming actually, the trivia that we do that's virtual, we use for it helps them if we put our team names in front of the like in front of our names. So that was how we really got into the
Yeah.
Zoom renaming.
Mhm.
We've learned a lot from actually trivia, despite the fact that I've used it for work for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
You used Zoom
You were
for
the
work
pre-
for
you were the
2.5 years.
pre-Zoom Nation. You were the pre-Zoom nation.
We use Zoom for work. Yeah, we've been using Fielding has been using Zoom forever. I
That
mean,
is
most of my
specific. Zoom is a very specific type of hell,
I
and
agree.
I am living in it every day.
I know. I feel like I am too. I feel like I have Zoom apps. Okay, my like my. You sit in the same space and you just.
Oh. Kind of does.
Fred, you didn't finish the milkshake story. Sorry.
Yeah, I did.
Well,
I
that
thought
was
that it
just-
was
I
the
didn't-
stain stayed for a month, and Grandma was devastated.
Well,
As
every
anyone would be.
chance- But every chance I went over there it was as a reminder.
I also like the story of Fenton's is the pharmacy.
Martin's as the pharmacy. But the thing is that I hadn't spilled my milkshake,
Aw.
but we shared one.
Aw.
So she still
Aw.
got milkshake, but
That's very kind of you, Fred.
I
Down
couldn't
the
figure out
hallway.
where it came from.
I-
Fair.
Yeah.
You doing okay?
Cheryl?
Letters.
Cheryl? Right, Cheryl?
Yeah, hang on, it's right there.
She needs to go to the bathroom, but she just ran by one.
Mhm.
Well, she's got to learn her way.
It's gonna be up like how many Stairmaster flights there are here. This
Yeah.
whole place,
Hi, Tesla.
this is the whole width of the place. This wall here,
Uh-huh.
oh, and then, you can see that corner, so it's very skinny,
But
probably.
it's tall. That's
So
cool.
it's skinny and tall.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's got the steps out front, it's classic brownstone kind of,
Cool.
we haven't seen it during the day. There's a bunch of snow here on the ground still.
Oh,
So
Oh,
that's
nice picture.
that's our walk today.
No, you guys had a gorgeous day.
Hmm.
it
It
was
was
fantastic,
cold though.
Yeah.
but the men had icicles.
How far did you go out there?
We did 3 miles.
Right, total?
Oh.
Yes, a mile and a half out and a mile and a half back.
And all 5 of you were in sync?
We all went
We
together.
didn't-
Is that what
We
you
didn't
mean?
march synchronously. We weren't like.
No, I know,
synchronous
but
swimmers.
the distance on your phones is all the same?
It's marked on the trail.
Oh, I see.
So
The old fashioned way.
Yeah.
yes,
Gosh, reading things from not a screen.
I just ordered some actual books recently. I've been
Whoa,
reading
Sienna?
on my Kindle.
That is one step too far.
Okay, but to the reading things not on the screen, there's a bunch of trail markers on one of the trails that I hike frequently that my mother and I have both stared at many times and been like, I don't know what that's trying to tell us.
That's fair.
they're kind of like that though, because the first marker is 1, and then the second marker is 1/4, and then this third marker is 1/2.
Well, so one of the trails that we do often is like sort of in the like Los Padres National Forest, like backcountry-ish area. So every so often you'll get to a spot and it's like you don't realize it, but you're like, oh yeah, if you actually go that way, that connects to this other trail that's like a 20 mile an hour or like 20 mile a day, like eventually connects with whatever the wild trail is that I can't remember.
With
Pacific
no
Crest.
turnoffs?
Yeah, but then like so there'll be like signs where it'll be like Los Padres, like 15 miles, and you're like, well, we're in Los Padres, like what's that? And it'll be like one thing, and it'll just be like Hot Springs Loop, 0.1 mile, and then you're like, oh, no, what? I don't understand what it's trying to say. I was like, well, we're just gonna do the hike we do. Like, the signs
Maggie and
make no
I-
sense.
Maggie and I recently had a thing where we discovered that we think she's dyslexic.
Hmm. How'd you
Because-
discover that?
Well, I've thought she's dyslexic for a while and I was making jokes about it, but then it made her too stressed. And so I stopped making jokes about it. And then recently she was like, yeah, every time I have to read in our math class that we were in this semester, she had to read, like, we would have to read equations out. And she was like, it takes me a minute to see the number and then process what that number is and then be able to read that number out loud. And I was like, let's revisit this dyslexia thing. And then she took a bunch of online quizzes that were like, should you go see a doctor about if you're dyslexic or not, and like what dyslexia looks like in adults. And she was like, I think I'm mildly dyslexic. And so on our drive down, she kept trying to read billboards and was like, she was like, I just keep thinking it's a different word. Does that not happen to you? I think I'm just glancing at it too quickly. And I was like, absolutely, that does not happen to me. You are just dyslexic. Like, you just are.
There's I was gonna say there's a really interesting font that maybe she should like translate some stuff into. That's like specifically designed for dyslexic. It has like
Okay.
a heavy bottom.
Oh,
And it-
interesting.
And if you can like basically you can like copy and paste text, but it has some element to it where it spaces the letters, like the kerning in the
Mhm.
font itself, like digitally, has like different spacing so that when letters that usually are really close to each other won't be close to each other when
Yeah.
they like are repeated.
It's interesting because there's a lot of like sort of symptoms of it that like you wouldn't think that like aren't sort of just like, oh, the letters are moving around. It's like people think that you don't listen in conversations because you can't remember details, but like actually that's linked to dyslexia and like you know, like the thing where like she was like, yeah, sometimes I like read books really fast, but then I can't remember any details because I just like am essentially skimming the book.
Yeah.
So
Had the
it's
most-
been a fun couple of days.
I've had a torturous experience with Little House on the Prairie when I had to read that for school. And I remember reading the same 5 pages going, I know I read this. I've seen every word. I cannot retain. Either it's boring me like nobody's business, or I cannot retain this information.
Yeah.
Cheryl's uncle is also famously dyslexic to the extent that he couldn't ride a motorcycle, which
No, at first, but
at
then
first
was
he
able
figured
to.
out how to do it. Yeah.
No, but he wrote like 36 books on.
But
a
yeah,
kid being
he wrote a
dyslexic.
kids series called Hank Zipser about a dyslexic kid. But you know, the idea of Fonzie not being able to ride a motorcycle is pretty hard to
Yeah.
think about.
Well, Maggie's been having a little bit of an identity crisis, but a fun one, so it's fine.
So
Not-
is this something she's just realizing? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
As
that-
I said, I think you're in the bathroom. I've definitely suspected for a couple of years, but she's just coming to terms with it now.
Yeah. Well, I never had the inverted numbers or letters, but you know those questions on the SATs, which were like, when a train is coming from Kentucky with apples and another train was coming from Ohio with oranges, when did they meet when the moon was full? I wrote on my SATs, what do you want from them? I literally did. And the woman who was trying to read the form, because you had to color in the, number 2 pencil, called my parents to say, your daughter has a sense of humor, but she doesn't know word problems.
Yeah, that's the font, Jamie.
Yeah.
Cool.
Guess what it's
The
called?
alphabet, Frank.
Dyslexia.
Dyslexia font.
Yeah,
We all
dyslexia.
saw what your search
There's
was.
also dyslexia bold.
Oh,
I just looked it up too.
Well, I will let her know. She'll
Okay,
be
you wanna hear
grateful
my
for
story,
the
Raquel?
input from everyone.
Yeah. Ooh.
You want to hear my story about that?
Yes.
What about this one?
Yes,
That
let's hear
that
his
one's
story
that
about
one
it.
makes you dyslexic.
That one is, what
Yeah.
is it? Oh, I can read it.
Yes.
That's the
Alex,
half
let's
one.
hear your
No, that's,
story.
I'm sorry, 1 second. That font simulates what it's like to have dyslexia.
ooh,
Cool.
So Raquel, you can read, if you can read that.
What? What?
That second to
I
last.
decided
last word at the
to-
bottom,
See what
second to bottom
word?
is reading.
Yeah,
Got that far.
yeah, I got reading.
Okay, Alex.
What's the story, Fred?
Yeah.
Well, I remember, I might have been summer school, but we had to read Jonathan Livingston Seagull. And everybody else finished the book long before I did. So my teacher went to my mom and said, maybe there's something wrong. Maybe you should go and have somebody, check up on this. So mom took me down to Kaiser and we walked down this hallway, and underneath a big sign that said learning disabilities, we turned left into the office. And I went and met a guy who said, basically, I had mild dyslexia or something. But the funny part was, is I could read the big sign that said learning disability, no problem. And it was like, great, thanks, Mom.
Alex, I interrupted you on something.
I don't think so.
Oh.
It was not important enough for me to retain any semblance of what that thought might have been.
It was written in that simulated font.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what simulated font?
This font
Oh, that is.
simulates what it's like to be dyslexic.
Is
Can a
reading like you're
dyslexic
dyslexic.
person read that?
What,
I don't
Grandma?
know if I can read that.
I can read words in that.
Pretty confident I'm not dyslexic.
I don't think you're supposed to really be able to read it.
Okay, that makes me feel better. We were with Lindsay all day. What happened to her?
I
She's got something to do.
talked to her earlier. We're going to try to do this again on Christmas if everybody is available at some point.
Okay, Okay.
Are you guys going over to Alex's, to your parents, or?
Yeah, but we're just gonna be hanging out there. You guys do dinner?
Yeah. So I mean,
So if we do something like midday,
yeah.
we can join from there.
But we don't quite know what our schedule's gonna be like yet ourselves, so we can
No worries.
stay in touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on what it is, we're usually done with, like, it's gonna be like a prime rib thing, but we're usually all done with dinner by like 7:30 ish.
Yeah.
I love
So-
that. What is your Christmas menu? Yeah, it's gonna be a prime rib thing. What's the Christmas menu?
Yeah, so my family is very food oriented. So tomorrow night will be crappy pizza, and then usually we would spend it in like a dive bar shooting pool or whatever as a family.
Uh-huh.
But COVID will prevent that, so we're just gonna go hang out at my folks' place.
They have a dartboard in the,
Yeah, there's darts in the garage, and so we're gonna go do that. And then Christmas morning is some sort of cinnamon sugar something. So it's been cinnamon rolls, it's been monkey bread. It's always something like that. And then we all just kind of feed ourselves with whatever's in the house for lunch because my mom is making prime rib dinner, usually with some sort of potato au gratin for my father and some sort of healthy veg to offset how terrible the rest of the food
You know-
is.
Support your potato situation.
I'm gonna be contributing buns again, Grandma.
Yes.
There you go.
So there'll be yes, and then various baked goods from Sienna,
Yeah, I'm making cake
Um,
and
and then I don't know if there's a dessert plan.
Well, that needs to be remedied.
Well, because
I'm
some
making cookies. I mean, I'm gonna have cookies, but
yeah
At least as long as there's one option.
Candy
yeah.
canes
Oh
and-
no, there's never a shortage of sweets
Okay.
in the house. I just don't know what it is.
I see. Okay, that I feel better.
A specific.
Worst case scenario, what's going to happen is my dad's going to go and pull out one of his many junk food drawers and just dump it onto the table and be like,
Although I have slightly converted Alex's father, who's a big cookie person, into a freezer cookie stash type of person. So,
yes.
but I'm actually part of the cookies I'm baking for his dad because we're gonna have so much stuff. I'm baking some of them, but I'm also gonna I'm making like a shortbread, so I'm also gonna give him a log of shortbread to freeze. So worst case, we can also just bake those up.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing something, Fred?
No, we're gonna hang out with Ginger's dad tomorrow. And then we don't really have any plans for Christmas. We were gonna do some drive-bys.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Nice.
It's supposed to be raining.
It's supposed to rain on Christmas Day, Freddie?
I think so.
Oh dear.
It's windy and cold. Felt like it was coming.
Oh, that cold wind, that's what that was for.
Was your knee aching or something?
It was actually.
Is bursitis flaring up?
Yeah, I mean it was very wintry up there today.
Fred, do you actually have a fireplace going, or is that a flicker light? What's going on? That's so
Yeah.
cozy.
It's
Is, it-
LED.
is that one of those ones that looks like a fire?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where ours is.
We're driving down to see Mom and Raquel on Sunday, where I believe Mom is making stuffing. Was my one request.
You're going down to LA on Sunday?
We're gonna do something in the backyard.
Yeah, little backyard Christmas.
Cool.
Christmas moment. Get ready. I wrapped everyone's gifts real cute this year. So
Oh, Alex.
it's not, it's actually, okay, it's not special. I don't mean to hype it up. It's just like the best year that I've had.
I wanted to wrap one of your presents, Raquel, and your sister said no.
Why are you?
You'll see. It just is gonna require a lot of. It's kind of wrapped. It's kind of like in a thing already, and like it just felt kind of excessive to wrap it.
I still wanted to give you the Christmas experience.
You're not gonna let me unwrap something?
No, you do get to. You wrap two things. One of them's wrapped very nicely.
Fine. I'm not done with one of your Christmas gifts yet.
I
Sienna.
did. I actually got the most into wrapping that I have this year. Just like things for everybody. But then the last thing I had to wrap that I got Alex, I was super. I was just kind of done with everything. Raquel, it was the thing I sent you a picture of. I can't say anything more.
Oh yeah. I was like, what?
But I was super lazy and I just kind of wrapped it in tissue paper, like leftover tissue paper I had, and so it looks really messy. But I was
See,
really
none
good
of
up
my
until
gifts
then.
look like that this year.
I did a pretty good job wrapping most of my things.
Yeah.
There's one thing I got for Sienna that it's a soft good, and wrapping soft goods is my kryptonite.
That's fair.
Those are traditionally challenging.
Those are, high level advanced wrapping moments.
I've watched so many cute like TikTok, YouTube, whatever things of people wrapping things, and I like tried to bring that into my own life. And let me tell you,
Can I just say the fail safe is always a bag and tissue paper.
Well, that's what we're doing.
Right,
yeah,
That's my go-to.
Alex,
That's my go-to.
speaking from experience, with many stuffed animals, the Tootsie Roll approach kind of works for those.
That is also.
yeah,
That was
I
a
think
classic mom and dad approach.
I mean I did the best I possibly could with her gift, so I'm not like upset at myself.
He did.
Well, as long as you're
share-
not upset at yourself.
He did though share a trick. We were wrapping
I'll
the
just take
the,
the,
thing, the book, Debbie.
yeah.
Oh
He
yeah.
shared the trick of like instead of putting it square on a piece
Oh,
of
putting it diagonal.
paper, diagonal.
Yeah, I
that
know.
was- I had a moment.
I shattered one of our neighbors' minds. I was walking the dog past and she was wrapping some stuff and I saw her struggling and I was like, just turn the box a little bit. And she like did it and then like pulled some paper up and like, I'm not even kidding. I think I saw just like her brain just go, no, I don't, I refuse to accept that this worked.
That's fair. Well,
Well, her
when I
boyfriend-
watched that video for the first time and I was like, how have I never done this in my like many years of wrapping Christmas gifts?
You have to explain it. What happens? You just do it off kilter?
Off center, and then you get more. So like
Coverage.
Yeah, you don't get it's harder to get the clean tucks. Like
Yeah.
it's more of like a like using the last of it kind of a situation. Because it's inherently less clean, but it's a good way to like utilize all of the wrapping paper that you have.
Because if it's square, one side is definitely going to be short, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
with it, like, but if you turn it at an angle, you can like pull up a couple of the sides, but then you get some weird like crinkle folds that can happen, and there's just not like a good way to like goose the paper into shape, at least that I've been able to find.
Maybe we should start like a Christmas wrap competition, okay? Because, well, there's the ugly sweater one, right? It's like, who's got the ugliest sweater? I'm just saying, this is very impressive.
the one ugly sweater. I think Raquel is I think it's in the laundry room down there. It has penguins on it and shoulder pads.
Well,
when you
Oh, I've
now
seen
we're-
that. I
yeah.
have no Christmas sweaters.
I'm wearing the only one I own. I have a sweater that my grandmother knitted in the what 50s that me and my sister still have. She knitted a whole mess of them, and I still have one, and my sister has the other. And I think we're gonna wear those Christmas Day. Tomorrow we're dressing up.
Oh yes, we're doing fancy Christmas Eve.
Wow.
You're getting what?
We're doing fancy Christmas Eve. We're dressing up
Nice.
apparently for Jennifer.
You're getting fancy here.
Fancy here.
Yeah.
So
That's,
no, unfortunately, no. This sweater will only appear tonight.
Okay.
I need that sweater because I move so slowly.
I'll text you the place I got it from.
Yeah. Everyone, if I were to be an animal, it would be a sloth. To
I
quote
just think
my
they're
mom,
hilarious.
I have one speed
We have to take you to Panama sometime then.
because I'll fit in or stand out.
No,
fit
because
in, there's
fit
many
in.
spots
You
around.
can see them hanging around there.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
got this when we were in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
We got that really good.
Yeah,
up
we
close,
saw them at that.
Wait a minute. Sienna,
I showed you
did
pictures.
you go to Costa Rica? I can't believe it. Wow. Who would have known?
Remember
You
we
never talked to me about it.
we were in that place with the macaws and they had that
Yeah, in
stuff.
Costa
We were on-
Rica.
Sense the
we
little
went-
sarcasm there.
It was on a rope or something.
Wait. Were
This was in
all
Costa
of
Rica?
you in Costa Rica? I can't believe it. I
Without
can't. I've never heard about it one time.
Yeah, surprise! Last
Just-
year. Costa Rica.
A secret trip. Wow. Craziness.
You know, I like being a fly on the wall of other people's family drama because believe you me, on my end and what we're going into, I got my own. So
I don't even know if I would call that family drama. It's just a running joke that Sienna was talking about it a lot, and I started making fun of her.
It was when we were in Europe.
Sienna was talking about Costa Rica. I know. It was just funny because it was like you were talking about Costa Rica when we were like in where it's like I should have been talking about Berlin, like where like the study abroad classic, like someone talks too much about their study abroad, but it's like you were talking about Costa Rica like that, so it was very funny.
Yeah, but Berlin is so sterile
good
and like weird that it's hard to be like, well, when I was in Berlin, like you can't say Berlin like Ibiza or Barcelona.
Right.
Like
You can't get fancy with it, so.
you can't be obnoxious about, well, when I was studying in Berlin, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like there's no
Yeah, that's
hats,
fair.
there's no sunshine in Berlin. It's just like
Oh,
you
it's
come back with like a sausage like
There's no
affinity.
sunshine.
No
Yeah.
sunshine.
It's after Costa Rica was on the heels, you were then getting on another plane and going
It
to,
was the most exciting, relevant thing I had done recently.
right, and you had Berlin, right, and then they were in Berlin, and then you went to Ireland and Scotland, right? Or Scotland and then Ireland?
Mhm.
Scotland and Ireland, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we flew, yeah. Yeah, that's the slot.
It's me.
So you
Super
were,
weird that
Yeah.
super weird that you have that picture of Raquel on your phone.
no, it's, I'm remembering now, they didn't want to actually be in the photograph with it because you're not allowed to take pictures with animals in Costa
Wait,
Rica.
Raquel, I didn't think that you were in Costa Rica.
I know, surprise. I actually snuck in.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah. And
They
had
brought
that
her on
random
a
guy
towel.
hold me.
They brought her on a towel.
Yeah.
And look, you were upside down too.
Wow. I didn't think I could do that.
No. I'll give you that.
Well, that was when you were younger.
Oh.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah,
Oh.
just by a year. When I was one
Little
year
Star Wars
younger.
figure.
That's a witch, Freddie. It's a Halloween witch.
No, that's my desk. That's my desk mate. That's who I work with every day.
Seems like a great coworker.
He is. The only thing he says though is,
Are you turning into,
Yeah.
are you turning into Jabba for your neighborhood or something?
Well, I mean, the Hutt crime family is broad, and perhaps Fred is just the San Francisco representative of the Hutt family.
yeah, the hut. The Hutter, don't mess with the hut.
No way.
They control the outer rim, Jamie, and maybe Earth is in the outer rim.
I
That I am for sure.
accept that.
He actually, he sits there and looks over my computer every day.
Meanwhile, I just have a bunch of paper cranes.
Of
figured
course.
out.
Are you in your office, Fred, or where are you?
Yes, this is my workspace.
Yes.
That's where.
When you're starting to reach out for jobs again, reach out to Allison. She was, she's looking for people in the next few, starting in the next few months. So keep in touch. She's got you on her mind. Okay.
Have I reached out to Allison before?
Yeah, that was my sister.
Okay. I couldn't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. I was, yeah. Gonna,
I'm just saying it out loud again, so I remember because she had just said something again to me. So
for
there.
sure. Okay.
I'll say to you.
Yeah. Cool.
Guess what, Mama? It's not your birthday anymore.
It's
Oh,
still her
it's
birthday for her.
Love you. I'm sorry, Jamie. It's still my birthday. I've still got a minute or so.
Got about 2 hours
No,
and 45 minutes.
I just looked up and it's December 24th, 12:15 a.m.
Oh, it's tomorrow. Today is today, not tomorrow.
Yeah, we're calling you from the future.
In the future. This business of time is really kind of fun.
Sienna, you didn't get to see our surprise travel situation. We got randomly upgraded to first class.
I did. You sent me a picture.
Oh, I did?
I
Okay.
think that you sent everyone a picture and then promptly forgot.
Are you dyslexic?
It was the pressure of all of that plastic on my face that made my memory.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Did you look like a doctor out of the hospital riding on the airplane?
Okay, here we are.
Oh, you're hardly recognizable.
Here's what I liked. They gave us this box right here.
Yeah.
And it has like this beautiful picture of like hummus and all that stuff. And then down on so here's the picture on the box, and here's the reality in the box.
Seems about right.
Yeah.
It was
Did you do hummus with a spoon?
I didn't actually use the spoon. I used the little crackers that came with it, but
I mean, yeah, hummus is good, but I don't know if I would want to eat it plain.
Well, I just love that Jamie's doing stand-up comedy from 1988, talking about airline.
Yeah, the
food.
airplane food.
well, this was just another example. It's not intended to be comedy. It's just commentary on the.
Before you guys come on,
Social commentary.
Ellen and I were talking about that show, is it Rami? What's his
Rami.
Rami.
Rami. Have you seen that? R-A-M?
Yeah. Yeah, about the Muslim American.
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It's very good.
I loved it. That was part of my binging on the plane.
No, he's very good on that show. I'm not as much a fan of his comedy outside of that show, but it
Okay.
translates to the show very well.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. I had seen his stand up and I was like, okay, but then I was curious and I was saying I loved how raw and truthful and real and the characters were so good on the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun. That was fun. Anything good you guys have been watching? Anyone?
Alex and I have restarted watching the classic mid 2000s series Numbers.
Oh, Sienna, I've been rewatching White Collar.
Oh, we've also been watching White Collar, but we've paused and switched to Numbers for whatever reason.
Where are you rewatching wise in White Collar?
White Collar were.
Oh, he's it's beginning of season 4 when he's on.
Yeah.
No, okay, wait, no, I'm not there yet. And I think that I stopped somewhere in season 3 forever. Like I've never seen season 4 or 5.
Oh,
Do you know who Cheryl knows? The actual author named Castle.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's his pen name. He was a sitcom writer named Tom Straw, and he wrote all the Castle books. And then it became the Castle series.
Cool.
I
Well,
do love Nathan Fillion.
yeah, Mozzie on White Collar was an Oakwood parent.
Oh, who is that?
Mozzie. Willie something. Is the actor's
Oh,
name?
Gleason?
yeah.
Yeah.
Willie-
No, Willie Gleason.
Oh, Willie Gleason. Oh, he's good.
Is that the actor's name? I can't remember.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, he was an Oakwood parent, and so he served me my hot lunch multiple times.
Oh, was that a thing? Oakwood parents had to come in and do.
Oh, they didn't have to,
Oh,
but a lot of them did.
sure.
Yeah, you were also in the Tears for Fears guy video.
Kurt Smith. I was not in a video.
Not in the video, but in
Wait,
the,
oh,
My
Kurt
voice
Smith was
in
an
the
Oakwood
credits
parent?
of a psych episode.
What?
Oh yeah. Well, I was on a Stevie Wonder song.
Oh, yeah, I had a fever that day. I had a fever that day, and I literally could not go into school to meet Stevie
That's
Wonder.
so weird because literally your prescription for that fever could have been more cowbell.
Money man. Oh my gosh, I have to go to sleep soon.
we got to eat our dinner. We got to eat.
Yeah, it's getting cold.
We got to eat our Uber eaters.
Okay.
Eat our Uber.
Well, I have to go to
Yeah.
bake some cookies, But yeah, we should be available most of like, especially midday time on Christmas. So
Okay, well, we will stay in touch and arrive at a schedule. Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday.
Very
Happy
much.
birthday, Dottie.
I appreciate seeing
No.
each of you. Thank you very much.
And we appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And happy Christmas to everybody.
Yes.
yeah,
Merry
we'll
Christmas.
talk to you in a couple days.
We'll,
Happy Festivus. Merry Christmas.
we'll find a time to talk on Christmas. It's also
Okay.
okay.
Right.
Me, I would be happy to talk every day.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right.
Well, happy
It's
birthday.
nice seeing each of you. Thank you very much,
Happy birthday.
Freddie and Alex.
And Mama. Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Right.
Good night.